Don't be saying it while we're on.
Well, it just went live after.
Oh, we're live? Oh,
So,
Uh,
Did that connect okay? Mine's not connecting.
Right. So we're live at this platting workshop, and everybody's just trying to connect to the internet right now.
Network.
to access materials.
Let's see. I'm not sure. Mine doesn't look like it's connecting. I never had a problem before, but.
You didn't have to change the number?
No.
so you're on?
That is what you're. That is what, he wrote it down, and that's why I'm asking. Since
Yeah.
He said, it took him a while, but his did connect.
Oh, it did.
Sam did, yeah.
It always takes me a while.
So that's why I was,
Yeah, I'm not sure why mine is not connecting. Unless.
I know, you're gonna get the eyes at the door, you can see exactly what I punched.
Wi-Fi was turned
Yeah, no?
on? No?
Oh. well, I think my Wi-Fi connector is not.
Sending properly.
That's unheard of, unprecedented.
Sometimes that is part of.
I'm sorry, that was my, not my
Okay.
knee
So,
slapper.
Oh.
It wasn't funny, it was.
let's-
Yeah, it's getting sad now, Dennis. Stop. Just, yeah.
my name.
Oh,
It's
Right.
probably gonna end
Thank
up
you,
on the
Sam.
camera.
we can go ahead and start, and I
Such
will
a
connect
secretive
as I
bag.
get there.
What now?
I said we can go ahead and start, and I'll connect as we get there, as I get there. So this is regarding the platting request, and I forget the address of that, but we all know the property.
Right at 90 and
2438,
Yes.
just to the west of Gino's.
Southwest corner of that intersection.
Okay.
And restart. So I've been asked a few questions regarding this same topic, and I think might have put it out there in the message board. The surveyor company, engineering company, was asking about the Market Street and
Excuse me.
Market Street and
Geronimo?
Geronimo.
Geronimo's
Was it-
in between Edna and the property we're talking about.
Yeah. And if, of course, neither of these were ever laid out, actually. I mean, they were platted,
They were never used as streets.
they were never improved as actual streets. So they were asking about if the city of Kingsbury had any plans to create those streets. If you look at them, and it is actually on the engineering survey, the way where the Bears fence goes through that. And then at the other end of Market Street, there is a part of Market Street that is actually, yeah,
No,
down in the south. But when you come to where it,
Where that
Geronimo
property
is
starts.
where it stops, but actually on the plat it goes through, there's a fence there. It's
Right,
been,
okay, that's-
it's been fenced for a long time.
Okay.
I don't know, I looked up the owner of that particular property, but I don't know who that is. So,
I think that's
Roger.
Melvin.
No.
it could be Melvin. So, they were asking about that. I said, at this point, yeah, the city of Kingsbury has not discussed any plans of
Oh, I'm surprised.
doing improvement, creating those as actual roadways. So since they are fenced off, at least Market Street from And I don't know about the other one. I would have to look at that.
Well, Geronimo, you're talking about.
Uh-huh.
Grand
Is it fenced off?
Geronimo is fenced on both sides, one.
Well, I know,
on the
but
other
is
side,
it-
K.
Is it,
Whoever.
whose fence line is encompassing it?
Well,
Neither.
I went and walked it the other day.
Oh, good.
And, but I was hoping to find some survey stakes of these guys that they had done a
Yeah,
recent.
that was sort of-
And I can't see any. There's a, over there in front of Edna's house, there's a stake, a
flag?
big stake with an orange thing at the top, and it's about 6 feet outside the fence.
That's what
And that
and
could
other
be
than-
crystal clear too.
And that could have been crystal clear
Yeah.
because I saw also the other day several crystal clear trucks meeting with somebody else, and they were right there in what I call
Yes.
Edna's driveway.
Yeah.
So it looks to me like, so I can't see stakes where they have marked out that blue rectangle that they sent you. So I don't see it marked out there, but when I walk it, my impression is that, after looking at this, is that the predecessors in title to Dollar General and Edna and others, it looks like they just fenced over those two streets, Geronimo and.
Whose fence?
And one of them, there is a fence. Edna has one in her front yard. And then there is about 30 feet of.
These street
across
widths.
what I call her driveway. But anyway, that is, and it comes up to another fence that's right behind the, and Roger calls that house that's lit on the
Building?
Dollar General, that's the station.
Okay, the house.
It's a
He
station
called it a
house.
section house.
Station.
Was it, I thought it was a
Some
section
people call them
house.
sections, some people
G.
call them station
Yeah.
because railroad's the one that put it there.
And, oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah, it's-
Maybe that's what
was
he
put
said.
there by the
So it's a
railroad.
station house.
Uh-huh.
And right behind it is a chain link fence that goes right along what appears to be Geronimo Street.
Right,
So-
the 30-foot from Edna's fence to the other parallel
Is Geronimo.
seat.
And we all know that, I think Edna has utilized that property in the past.
See,
Because I used to buy hamburgers from her
See,
right there.
Right.
food truck, but the
And,
food truck is
yes.
generally
Yeah, but I
allowed
think
on
it
public
has to
property.
do
We
with the
didn't have to
fencing.
ask at that time because nobody was making comment.
My point is, I don't know how much she utilizes it. I don't know whether any of these people are making a claim like to the paper street, like several locations in the city. But it's a paper street, and then I can't tell without a survey where the old Market Street is when I get to that corner. There is a chain link fence that goes from Edna's
Market,
property.
okay. Market and Summit are two perpendicular streets. Market exists on the other side of Caldwell. So.
Okay, I'm bringing up
I'm
a
sort
map.
of,
That'd be nice.
it sort of surprises me, but it doesn't surprise me that Edna is not here because it would basically be, the piece in question would be a settlement between Melvin Harbis, that's how Edna got it from her dad. And you mentioned Melvin
Estates.
earlier.
A-
Melvin and Dollar General now, whereas before it'd been between Edna and her aunt.
And my impression is that,
Excuse
and
me.
I don't know, again, I don't know what their deed says from K, but
Right,
that,
that's-
but it appears to me that that chain link fence that's, on the western
Side.
side
Yeah, that
of the
would be the
Dollar
Market Street
General
intersection.
is in the middle of Market Street.
which means they
And,
already,
and I think that, they probably got half of
market,
Market Street, and Melvin got half of Market Street. And there's a chain link fence going right down the middle. So, if we're consistent with, so that's where we have to decide, and it's up to these people to assert their own property rights, but I know that it does appear that people have exercised prescription rights, like Roger was talking about last week.
Yeah.
And they have fenced off and claimed that property, that street, for their personal
See, I
property.
don't see, if
And-
you look up here.
oh, I'm sorry, you got it
I
there.
don't
Yeah.
see.
You don't see the fence, but there is a fence there. There you can see it.
There's a
Okay.
stake.
So
There's
that
the stake.
fence is on, this would be,
Where-
this here is Market Street. No,
No,
no, this is
Geronimo.
Geronimo Street.
Geronimo.
The
The
fence
fence
is,
along the back, all the way where the trees are, that would be Market Street.
right, right.
Yeah.
But
And there is
this
fence, I
looks
can see
like
it.
this is fenced off before.
Both sides are-
Not including.
Okay, that's Market Street.
No, this
Yeah,
is
this is-
Geronimo.
That's Geronimo.
This is Geronimo.
And it was the street. And
Perpendicular-
Market was, like
where
an
the-
alley,
where you
basically?
see- No, where you see the fence line all the way under those big trees,
Yeah,
running perpendicular to 90. And on
Uh-huh.
90, next to the post office, you will see the other end, and Market
The
Street
other end of what?
exists.
The other end of what?
of Market Street. You will see Market Street the other side of Caldwell, which does exist.
I'm totally confused.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Uh,
on 90.
no.
So
Yeah,
we
well.
need to be looking at, what we ought to do is try to.
Okay, and then let me find, and
you-
here
can
is
you-
a,
Can you put this one up, Shirley?
Yes.
There, up there.
and let me, yes. Which one is that? Oh, is
That's
that
the-
the one I drew on? Okay. Let me look for one more real quick.
Okay,
Um,
because then it'll
Where's
make more sense.
2438? And what does it fit in?
Uh-huh.
It's not 2438.
that's that, it's not that one.
Oh, well, we're 2 blocks. Okay.
Yes, there's the one block
Okay.
that doesn't exist except on this side over to post office.
Dang it, where is it?
Office Street. Acre.
Reese,
Now,
Reese.
draw me a 90, Highway 90. Make it a, okay.
Expand all, how do I expand?
All right,
Excuse me.
that's all right.
If you don't do the US,
All
don't.
right, 90, and this is
I'm sorry,
2438.
that's FM. Yeah, yes, sir.
All right.
Which is Kingsbury Road on this
This
side.
is the property that, oh, but, no,
This
this
is
is,
the property.
hold on.
Okay.
But what is Dollar General purchasing? This and this?
No. This is what they're purchasing, that square.
Oh, that's 2438, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I have the survey
Wait a minute,
from
I got this
them.
too.
They aren't on the other side of 2438.
This, I
Geronimo
thought
goes-
this was 2438.
No,
No,
sir.
This is what?
Oh, I'm seeing,
Post office?
I only
Kingsbury
see the
Road.
number. This is 2438.
Okay, so
Oh, okay.
this is from the survey.
That's where you get all confused
All right.
in the
And
name.
this shows
All right, here we go.
the, yeah,
Now,
this shows the fence lines.
name some streets for me, please. Or paper streets even.
Okay, so this is Geronimo right
Okay.
here. This is Market,
Okay.
okay.
And everything in
So
that blue
this is
square is,
Geronimo Street.
everything in that blue square is what Dollar General is purchasing?
Purchased.
They have purchased.
That is the
It's not shown
understanding.
up on the records,
See
but
the
yeah,
blue?
apparently so.
See the blue? That's what they're purchasing.
Okay.
I think. Now, there's, you see, right through the middle
God.
of their
Geronimo,
property is another street.
Which
Yeah,
nobody's
this is-
mentioning.
And
that's-
nobody's mentioned it yet. mean,
I
it
guess
hasn't
that
come
was
up.
an alley.
Was that just an alley?
Wait a minute, what's on the
That
other
was
side
probably-
there?
This is Geronimo, yeah, so this is
That's
Geronimo
called-
Street.
Oh,
This,
there
I
is an
think,
alley,
was
because
an
that comes
alley.
back out.
Yeah.
Here is the fence line.
Can't go through there.
Right.
That this splits Market Street, correct?
Yeah, it goes kind
Okay,
of through Market Street.
okay.
Oops,
Uh,
sorry.
And do the people on both sides of that fence utilize
Yeah,
that
now
property?
this shows the fence line going over here.
Oh, sorry, say it again?
This shows a fence line going
Oh, is this
on
part?
the south side of
Of
Geronimo.
Geronimo,
To cross,
okay.
Okay.
next to,
And,
Ceases.
so,
which is another paper street, it's a paper street, because that one.
okay, so that is a paper street,
Which, this one?
Geronimo,
Geronimo is a paper street.
okay.
Except for the fact that it is.
Well, I mean, this side of,
Edna's
this side is
access.
a paper street.
Yeah, wait, which side is a paper
Where
street?
she-
This side is actually there.
Don't move so fast, Shirley.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is
It's
a
paper street, yes,
Yes, where it goes in like that.
okay.
Now, it's showing that there's a fence on this side, but, I don't.
Well, there's a fence back there, I
guess
can
there
see
is.
it.
That's what I, yeah.
There's that
If you could,
But you say it's on kind of the south side, or
I would
south
have to
side
go
of
out there and look, but it
Caldwell
looks like
or
that is the
Geronimo.
fence in line with the post office property, which is also Rogers. Where the post, not post office property.
So,
it's
yeah,
Rogers
if you
property.
turn around this
US
way,
Postal
see, there's
Service
the,
rents.
there is Geronimo Street.
This chair, not
And
that chair.
then this is also Geronimo Street, but it
And
was
there
never.
is a fence right
fence.
here going through this.
Yes.
There is
You
a
See the corner
fence.
right there?
There's a fence right here, and there's a fence right here.
Okay, now show me those two
Fence
fences on the
across-
map,
there's a Fence
please.
on both sides and the back. You can see the back one.
This one
Uh-oh.
shows the fence coming down over on this side. And then here, oh, here's the other fence.
There's a fence around the house.
See if I can blow it up. It doesn't really blow up the picture. See, you can see the fence right here. This is the
But we're
fence. So this fence right here,
Two buildings.
Okay,
this little X and,
that's where that little
That-
survey flag is on that
right,
corner.
that is this.
Right there,
fence.
okay.
That is this fence right here.
And that's where and that fence line is on the property line according to the surveys? No, it's inside it's outside.
Sorry, it's
The
not.
property line
It
is
is-
inside.
There's something
Yeah.
screwy.
According to the survey,
I don't
it's
even
just
know.
to the inside
But I
of the
see and
survey,
know.
Okay.
of that lot.
And what is the question at hand of what's?
The question is, they were asking about Geronimo and Market Streets, if we had any improvements, plans for those, and if not, about acquiring that.
And hate to answer the question, no, because we do not have a planning at Kingsbury at
We,
this
we
time.
have
At
done,
this time.
no, we have done these streets for other people.
We
So,
have looked at.
We don't have any
no,
purpose.
we
We
have
don't have any
done
purpose.
San Marcos Street.
Correct.
We have
Correct.
done San Marcos Street for.
I'm sorry, like
other
Sam well knows, because we are dealing in a world of lawyers.
people. No,
What
we
word
have,
you use?
But I wasn't involved in the San Marcos
Correct.
yes.
Street. I don't, maybe that was when I had a heart attack. I don't remember why, because I came back to a meeting
Yeah.
and y'all were talking about, we did something on San Marcos.
Yeah.
And I think you were talking to the county attorney also about it.
Quit claim.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
started with that. So
Yeah.
I don't know whatever happened on that.
Yeah, we did the
San Marcos or?
San Marcos
We're not
Street.
San
There is no
Marcos.
San Marcos Street, but
Oh,
it was
Summit.
still going through people's
Summit,
property.
because San
and-
Marcos was totally privately done before the city had before the city existed. That's Lavoy.
San Marcos,
Right.
Lavoy has done the same thing.
Yes.
Lavoy
Yes.
did, but that's why are you throwing a name in that has nothing to do with the city of Kingsbury, because that was prior
Well-
to the institution of.
But
Okay,
it's
wait a
still
minute.
going
The
through
reason-
people's property,
Right,
just like
the
these are.
reason we mentioned it is that we should be consistent with what have we done in the past.
We didn't.
When this
Because
question
we
came
didn't
up.
exist.
And,
No, we did.
Now,
We
last time
did.
the-
We did through
Dennis,
San Marcos
listen.
Street. We took it
Listen.
out of somebody's property. We did.
Yes,
and Lavoy took it out of his property.
right.
Okay, and I know whose property now, and I'm sorry, the nepotism or whatever you want to call it, I'm not putting up with. Well, I don't have to, because this is the city of Kingsbury, and the more that people look into what happens specifically, I'm sorry, the generation we live in now.
Kevin Rieger, who is not related, I don't know where the nepotism came from. He is
Oh.
not related. He was having they were trying to get the fence line straight. San Marcos Street went down his fence line.
Which is
So
how,
he was getting San Marcos Street vacated.
which is how and why Lavoy did it before, when he shut more than one street, because of the fact that it was.
Right,
plotted
so
out.
we
People
have
actually
to-
owned it before his
People
owned it.
have done these streets before, and the city of Kingsbury did help Kevin Rieger
On that-
vacate
on
San
that
Marcos
issue.
Street out of his property.
On the west side of Kingsbury Road. I'm sorry, I gotta be precise, but,
Okay,
because I'm well aware of where Kevin is, and, yeah.
Right, so we're regardless
his family
of,
relationships and
right, I
stuff.
have no relationship to him.
That's
So
true.
we have,
far as I know, but.
so we've done
No,
it
I-
before.
But I don't know all of that, so let her talk, Dennis. 'cause I
so
wanna
we
know what
have
she
done
says.
the vacating of paper streets for people. And I
Or
know
a-
that, there was, some people on Highway 90 that had a paper street going through their house and, before Kingsbury.
Yeah.
And they
Yeah,
had
that's
to
what-
have
yeah,
it
like
vacated. So it is a,
It is an issue
So we've
that.
done it
is
before.
happening. But,
Once.
Yes.
so when we vacate
Aware
the
of other
street,
people
something
doing
like
it.
that,
It's been happening.
we're basically, we're vacating the street, so we're recognizing the private ownership of our citizens.
Actually, what
Yes.
you're recognizing.
And it
is-
has to
And
do
that's
with-
the way our
Things
policy has
appropriately.
been with
It's-
respect
It
to
has-
most paper streets.
yes.
It doesn't matter, it doesn't solve the
City is-
problem.
well, Like Roger has said.
Yeah, and it has to do with the fencing and,
Right.
you know, how long it has been
It's not
fenced
here
off.
because it does
So
affect her
if we,
directly.
it seems to me,
Clarify for me, when we say we vacated a street, that means that the city kind of gave that property over to the perceived
Landowner.
to the landowner.
Yeah.
We're releasing any legal claim or.
Right.
Right, we're
I just
releasing
kind
any
of couldn't
claim
figure out
to-
which way it meant.
Yeah.
Yes,
You know,
yes,
does
ma'am.
that mean?
And left it to
vacate
the
people So we
property,
can put a street there,
Or
or does that
Yeah.
mean
Yes.
vacate
Yeah.
the city so that they
Yeah.
can?
No,
the
yeah.
adjacent
Just
property
means
owners,
that
because
we're
they
not-
were not the property owner.
Well,
I'm
they-
sorry, when you get
So-
into, and I don't know why my mind works that way, but it
Who's the
does, so I have
property
to go
owner
there.
then?
In which,
Any of them. If a paper street runs through your place, but it's not being used, who does it belong to?
Does an alley exist behind
No.
No,
Joy's?
he's asking you
No,
a
not
question.
there.
Oh, okay.
Joy's house.
I have no idea.
There is an alley.
Wait a minute, yeah, Joy's, yeah, everybody knows that alley's used.
Everybody knows.
Right.
How
No
long
one-
has
no one-
Geronimo Street been open to the public and used by the public, including a business, which
Right.
is a mobile business, why it sat on public property?
Okay, so this is just, however, this is
And-
just a question that has come up. They've
Right.
asked me, are we going
Yes.
to improve this? And I said, we don't have any plans for this at this time. So what we're really here is about the replatting of these 26 pieces of property as what they want into a single one. So you had mentioned that this would probably take, you know, an engineering
Well, definitely a survey.
Well,
paid
in
for
order
an
it.
to-
engineer to,
In order to do what they have asked, which is we want a replat, that has to be filed with the county clerk.
Thank you.
right,
And then, so if that's what they want to do.
Right.
And if the city,
The city
wants
then
to do
responds to that.
then we would ask them, direct them to, you prepare the plat. Basically just like that, but, and it needs to show what they're calling it and where its boundaries are, and it needs to show, also, it needs to show this section, the underlying section of this is the old lots 1 through 26. That's gonna be the old vacating plat, and that's a little piece of this document. And then the main part of the document is gonna be this
Creating the new
blue
boundary.
thing right there. And it will say, whatever you want to call it, or whatever they want to call it. It might be called.
Part of a
the
survey is
new-
how it-
the replat would be for, there's a new plat for, you could call it Dollar General. Lot, Dollar General lot, or you just name it, and if that's what they should prepare, and they give it to us. And then we look at it, and I think we should do, like, since they've got an engineer working on it, we should have our engineer approve that, but it's gonna have a place on that plat that when they prepare it, and it's gonna say, the owner of Dollar General that's replatting it, whoever's authorized, signs that plat and says, I swear under oath that this is a true and correct rendition of the property as replat. And then below that signature on that same document, it's gonna say approved by the city of Kingsbury, and then have a signature line for the mayor. And the mayor is gonna sign that. And then when it is done and everybody approves it, I mean, swears to the accuracy of it as the owner,
Accept it.
and then you approve it after the city approves, you sign it, then we take it and they
Record it.
file it, record it at the county clerk's office, and then it's replatted. And I think, so from there, now their question comes up, if this, I think, represents what they bought from Kay.
I believe
Now,
so.
you know, now the question is, that we get back into it, they wanna know, can we come through here? When we talk to the highway department about access, can we come right through here and come in? And can we come down that little sliver of Market Street over there and come into the property? That gives them a little bit more swing to come in. It gives them some more options as far as coming in there. Look, and their concern, and everybody's concern is, well, does that encroach on someone's claimed property rights to someone who has been using this land and that land?
Those diagonal.
And,
Yeah.
Oh, no.
and, again, my impression, and I just looked at it and I saw that fence coming down Market Street, and I thought, well, and apparently it is.
They're all over the place.
Exactly what I
Fences are all
thought
over the
it
place,
was.
yes.
It's
Well,
halfway.
Property boundaries.
It's halfway.
Diagonal lines and stuff.
It comes halfway over. So I would have thought,
Give a, what do you call it?
Comes halfway over.
it comes halfway over. So I thought when I looked at it that, yeah, this is where.
Joe and Kay, keep on going down the fence line.
Wait.
This is Market
This
Market
is
Street
it.
going right down there. Down that fence line. And I thought this is halfway up on it. And
Yeah.
then, so another 15 feet over is
Like I said,
Market
they had
Street there. And
questions
I
about
thought that,
It's 90
I
side,
thought
why,
that their
is why
deed,
that was not fenced off.
if Kay gave them a deed, I thought it would come right to that fence.
Yeah,
But now, their blue drawing.
Their
Is that
survey.
the
It
concrete?
does not, their property does not go up to that fence. And so that's a legitimate question is,
Concrete marker,
if nobody
like the
else is
concrete
claiming
marker over there
it,
by the post office?
and I thought maybe
I'm not sure.
someone was, but
I'm
if
not
they're
either.
not,
We switched it so
Uh,
quick.
then
so we don't know if,
we
well,
could.
there's that little strip right there with the fence on it that is not on that
Platting,
plat.
This
Platting.
part?
No,
Or
to the
this
right,
part?
no, to the right. on
90
the-
side.
Right there, that fence.
Uh-huh.
is
That's
not inside that blue
2438
line.
side.
It's not that.
See, so-
It is a little bit here
It-
and it's a little bit outside.
From
on
the
this
photograph, it looks
So-
like you would think that that fence line is on the property line, but evidently it's not.
Most
There's a
fences were
big-
not
There's a big.
by law, you know.
But it's a few feet. But the other side is even more confusing to me because you said that was the other corner, or maybe that was the first. There's a fence. Oh yeah, okay, there's a fence right back behind it. I see that,
Yep,
Are we
There's a
looking at
fence.
Yep,
Market?
yep.
Okay, yeah.
just to the south of it.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay,
You're looking at Geronimo?
I'm not.
Paper
Trying to.
Geronimo?
It's,
trying to, without the names on there, recognize
I
what
know.
street is what,
all right. This
or what is a street and what it, okay, there's 90.
there's 90. So that is 2438. No, that's not 2438.
2438 is what you've been looking at down the side in the little indent of Summit Street. Evidently, there's the alley.
That's 2438.
And this is 90.
Well, then what in the hell were we looking at with looking at dirt road?
Now
Yeah.
now I got a little bit more.
Google Live or whatever, they changed it where it's not accurate.
Okay.
It's
Okay,
such
so
That
a
is-
I'm
disgusting-
looking at the right.
And that is
thing.
2438
Oh,
right
no,
there in
that's
the middle,
Geronimo
right?
there.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. We can just switch it back and forth in our conversation. That's Geronimo 2438. And what's the other street? Market. And I don't know.
Okay, the two buildings we're well aware
It's
of.
got a lot of, okay, I'm trying to
See, and as soon
figure
as
out
you pass
navigation on
That
this
shop
particular.
carport, that fence line is what we were looking at in the picture, and the fence line there is what we're looking at in the picture, the
I'm
Google
looking-
picture.
So Geronimo is at the bottom of the screen right now.
Correct.
Yes.
Where the
is-
blue line is, that's Geronimo.
That's Geronimo. And that's a through street, or no?
No, that's where
It's not a-
Edna had her food truck.
Okay.
They're showing that they
There's
own
Geronimo's-
beyond the fence line.
Geronimo Street, 60-foot right-of-way, undeveloped.
They're showing that they are over the fence line, but not up to Edna's fence line.
Okay. So
Yeah,
that,
Edna has
that
actual
property
fence line
encroaches
her
on the
property.
right-of-way for Geronimo Street.
So this is Edna's fence?
Yes, ma'am.
This is,
Edna's
this,
Well, that's her,
still
that's
live here?
That's Edna's
Yes.
front fence, I mean, right on her house.
No, 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 no.
I mean,
2438, oh, the front of the
That-
house.
that
The
fence-
door faces that way, I'm
that
sorry.
fence you are pointing at is this fence right here,
Yes.
right here.
Well, we saw both fences.
Okay, we're on
But on the right
2438,
side,
going
So
south,
there's
I'm
two
looking to the
fences
right.
here. There's this one
Okay,
here,
oh, it's totally turned around.
and this
ooh,
Okay.
one.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all right.
And then you
Okay.
see
Yeah,
the
so
fence in the
That is-
back as
so
well.
that is-
We're
And
standing
then
on
there's this
2438.
See that
fence
fence?
along the
So
back.
that is Geronimo Street.
That would be Market there where
Correct.
the fence is on the
Yeah.
back.
No,
Yes,
don't, I know, but that's,
yes, this
yes,
is-
Geronimo
This is Geronimo
Street.
Street.
Okay.
The section
This is
that,
Geronimo Street.
Now go back to the survey, would you please? All right, and this is Geronimo Street.
This is the.
That's
street-
the fence we see,
Yes,
Yeah, that-
so
now,
this
see,
is,
but it's not to the
they
property
bought
line.
what Kay had,
correct.
then they're putting it right down this blue line. Well, that is 5 or 6 feet.
Inside the right of way,
in,
Geronimo Street.
Inside
Yes.
Geronimo Street. And so it looks like the family gave this to Kay and this to Edna.
Melvin. Melvin and Kay were
No,
brother,
they-
sister.
Melvin's over there.
Cracker.
Oh, okay. It's over on Market.
Well,
This
you-
is Geronimo.
The family gave,
But it gave, it looks like the family
was all
settled
Harvest.
on 3 tracks.
uh-huh,
that-
Further down the block, it was all
and
Harvest.
So
And two dates, so.
Kay's came, what her section, what she got and claimed was a little bit past that fence. Then the fence is built right along the old
Yeah.
section where lots 26 and 27 and 28 are.
Okay,
But
what
she
I
comes
did not
south of it, and then,
yeah, they just,
That-
where they
uh,
put their,
and then, Edna
Hey, hold on.
had all of this coming up here, and there's a fence in her front yard, but she, arguably, I don't know what Edna did, that she'd have to speak for
Well,
herself.
I'm sure- well,
But
I
she
don't
may
know
have,
if-
she may have claimed,
yeah.
she may claim this, and she may say, the city, I object.
I don't know what's in her deed.
I don't either.
so whenever they built that blue lined lot, they took 5, 9 feet of the right of way
Yeah.
For
Except the
Geronimo
surveys
Street.
were not accurate through the
I know, that's
years,
the whole thing, that's a lot
which
of
is how
it.
you get that.
But, so we still need to decide, find out who has rights, if anyone has any rights to that property, Geronimo?
Well, and again, this
Fine.
was kind of an informal ask
I know.
about the streets.
Just
So,
have a formal
I mean, they're
answer.
not asking us to do anything, but I just want to make sure we have it on the radar.
Yeah.
you know.
Of what is happening.
And I think our policy has been previously, but
To get
that's up to
along.
y'all, so I'm
Now-
not meaning to speak for you,
But-
except my understanding is,
Uh-huh.
our policy is, we're going to recognize the property rights of our citizens
Amen.
who are sitting on paper streets and have been for 50 or more years.
Edna
And-
is
and-
not in the Kingsbury city limits.
That property was.
But she
never-
is in
ETJ?
our ETJ.
She is.
And that's
And
enough.
so I think our planning and everything else should be the same with regard to the ETJ as it does our.
No,
the
she's
city
in,
limits.
no, she's in the Seguin TJ.
She's still in Seguin because she didn't opt out of that.
Yes,
Hey.
ma'am, but,
Well, she
Aren't
is
we?
a part of our community.
but if.
Yeah.
Duh,
This
yes,
is city
very
limits.
much.
This is city limits.
That is
isn't it?
city limits.
So, half a mile.
And that
half-
over
half a
there
mile
is city
this
limits,
way.
but that is
But
Seguin TJ.
From this blue line, half a mile south is our ETJ too.
It's
Now,
Seguin-
Seguin says,
Is-
no, that's
Oh.
ours.
Because
But
they
we
never-
say, no, that's ours.
Because
They
we've
had
said,
it first.
we've
They
said,
had
no,
it
we've
first,
said that was
but they had it first
incorrect.
Illegally.
Yes.
Amen.
And when our lawsuit, the whole lawsuit that we filed against them was, your claim of an ETJ out here is not valid because you.
However, that was dropped now that we can
Right.
remove ourselves
Right.
from an ETJ.
So I don't know whether Seguin is still arguing that
I don't think-
we control
yeah.
this area. And, but
Oh,
we
and that's
are
what Dollar
arguing that we
General is
do.
pushing us for.
Somebody needs to call
It's so
Edna.
sad that corporate
Somebody needs to call
America,
Edna and tell her, this is what
you don't have to
Yeah.
be part of Kingsbury, but please.
if you want to
opt
annex
out
in,
of-
then we have some say over this. And if you don't,
Yeah.
then maybe
We
we
can't
don't.
help you.
Maybe we don't.
Yeah, I
We
don't
can't
know
help
how she
you.
feels about it anyway.
I don't want to go to.
I don't either. So, but I don't think that, we can tell them what our policy is,
Mm-hmm.
but it is not our problem as a city
Amen.
No.
to tell them what they can do. You people can do whatever on the property that's described in your deed. You can do whatever you want. But if it's, now you're talking about property that's right next to your property that is in question, that's up to the others that may make a
this-
claim.
Oh, does that actually- it
is
does
their-
actually have-
This is their site plan.
Oh,
So
okay.
it looks like they have, I can't read what this is down here or that. I can't read
Well, the
that.
building, and then you have the parking area. And the parking area
So
is,
they have
Oh.
the septic area in the back, so. And I guess the white areas are the current house and the shop.
Yeah.
yep,
Oh,
yep,
this is overlaid of a photograph.
yep.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it is,
Okay.
it's over
So
the,
the main entrance is going to be on 2438.
correct, because
Okay. Where's
state
their-
wouldn't allow them.
Where's their truck going to come in?
Oh, the small entrance, that's how they come in.
The delivery trucks?
Yes. You go down to 98, you can see exactly, it's the same thing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I never.
You've never
no,
been down
no.
there?
Yeah, I know. I never paid any attention
Oh.
to Dollar General.
Yeah, it's like, huh?
I
But-
figure, a tractor and trailer's got to get in there to
And
unload.
they're right underneath the power line there because of the power,
That's
what they
okay.
call a power station right there.
Parking.
Am I looking
So
at-
they don't really need anything else.
Uh-uh.
No,
So-
is this?
They really
the
don't. They just
curb,
want-
Or like, is it?
You know,
used
I'm
in
not quite
signage?
sure.
I guess I'm kinda wondering how they're gonna get in
Yeah,
and out to these
what that
dumpsters.
line represents, is that just a?
This is the only pavement coming in.
That's the entrance.
It comes down
To the
a dead end,
dumpsters?
goes to dead end.
The truck will come up to pick up the
The
dumpsters.
dumpsters on the other one are at the other end of the store, but I don't know what they plan on this end of
And
this particular. Well, it
the
says
pedestrian
dumpsters,
door,
yes.
pedestrian door.
And I guess
That
I'm
looks like
imagining
a,
if they had this piece of property, they would
Okay,
probably
50
like come
feet,
in and
that's
get the
enough.
dumpsters this way. You know, I'm feeling like
Well, because Because they don't need
Edna
all,
down here would,
it would affect
you know,
them.
it would be a bummer to have a parking
Yes.
lot of
Well, it's a bummer to
come
have
right up
dumpsters
to
in front
your-
of you.
Well, there's
But-
almost 60 feet between them and her.
Yeah,
It's
it
right
looks like
away for the-
it's sitting right on top of the shop. So,
Pretty
which is
yeah.
this building right here. So yeah, these would be dumpsters.
Yeah.
And
So
this
the,
is
the,
Edna's
the,
house.
the
When you got a
Geronimo
north
right
wind,
of
you
way,
gotta smell the
Geronimo
dumpsters.
right of way is still there.
Yes.
On that diagram, on that
Yes.
survey.
So
So,
on this one, yeah, it's coming in
Yeah.
about mid-street, I guess.
she put another food trailer right there, she wouldn't see Dollar General.
Yeah,
I mean, well, I mean, you wouldn't, that's,
yeah, so it's
That is a
coming
knee
in-
slapper.
So it's
No.
coming in right about
No, it
that
is.
drive right there, right?
But if they
So-
try to access their dumpsters
So-
from that side, it would be,
Yeah.
no, they
Right
won't.
about- right
There's,
about
they
the
show
driveway.
50 feet from the dock. And
So yeah, the
well, when she
entrance
goes
would
back,
be right here.
50 feet from what I think it looks like a
Basically the
loading
driveway.
dock to the property line.
because they're going
And
with,
then,
rather than fight the
12 and a
county
half feet,
or the state,
12 and a half
what's
feet.
already a driveway, they can use.
That
as a
can't be
driveway.
right.
They don't wanna
Where
argue,
do you
you saw the
see
double
12 and a
gate.
All right, on the bottom where it
They
says
don't want any
dumpsters,
arguments 'cause it's more legal work.
I don't understand that 12 and a half.
Maybe that's a feeder.
No. That's a distance marker. The dumpsters are 50, it's a 50-foot spread on the dumpsters. Oh, it's a 12 and a half foot walkway or a wall, retaining wall probably, in the dumpsters.
What is the 50 feet?
I want to say 50 feet is from the, what looks like a loading dock to the fence.
I'm just a noisy person.
So they could pull a truck could come in, go around the dumpsters, and then back up to the dock just fine. Yeah.
Okay.
And when he leaves, he just comes right out. And, maybe it's 12 and a half feet from the,
It's 12 and a half.
from there to the fence, maybe.
Yeah, I'm not sure. These
I
numbers
don't-
don't seem.
I don't know, that doesn't make
That's-
sense.
no, that's-
It shouldn't be 50 if this is 12.
Well,
Yeah,
I think the 12 might go, I don't know.
You're
But the
only doing
50,
well, I'm sorry.
the 50
Called
looks
to be a banker.
about the same as the 50.
Kingsbury bank system, it's ridiculous.
I guess that's a loading dock. It's
Gino
got,
died, nobody knows
I
where
don't
to
know,
go.
there's 2 pedestrian doors, so I'm not sure what it is. But I think it's 50 feet from the end of the building
Yeah.
to the
50
fence.
seems long.
And we'll
Maybe
look on the
it's
other
Let's
side
shorten
from
with,
the parking. Got look at a 6-foot, 9-foot sidewalk, and then a 15-foot parking space, and then 36. So 36, 46, 48, 50, 50. Yeah. Yes, sir, Dennis. Thank you.
End of those dumpsters.
Yeah, they don't, I thought they were looking for a curb cut or, entranceway on the, off of 90 and off of.
There was discussions about it, but apparently, according to this, at least when they did this one.
Well, if they try to acquire some of that, Geronimo right of way and some of the Market Street right of way, then maybe they'll,
But that's,
Draw there.
considering that whole septic area in the back, there's not a lot of room to come in on that side, really.
I don't think they wanna come in on that, but I don't know
Yeah,
what
I
they
don't
wanna do.
Well,
They can-
you said that they are also asking about the rights of way at Market Street and Geronimo Street.
Yeah. Well,
So-
I said right of way, but I'm trying to recall, because it was a phone conversation.
Right.
And I think basically the question was, are we going to improve
No.
those paper streets? Does the city of Kingsbury have any plans to improve those paper streets?
And
And
you
I
don't, do
said,
you?
no, not at this time, we don't.
So they're looking at their options now. And
Yeah.
is it, they're like,
Yeah.
maybe they
But
like
when it
more
comes down
comfort
to
that
the-
we don't have any plans
Yeah,
for
when
it.
it comes down
then
to the
they'll-
plat, all it looks like they are looking at, and especially with this particular one too, is just what's inside those blue lines of this
But
one.
if you tell them, we do not plan to, what did they say, do you intend to utilize that, to open those streets up as a right-of-way? We don't plan to do that. But if they mean, if they.
Well, we
they
didn't
might
plan to
think
do
that-
it before Dollar General. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah,
after
maybe-
Dollar
maybe.
General, maybe it's something, but,
Yeah.
but,
That's true. But if we do, that's my point is, if we do, that's when we start, then we got to ask the neighbors if they have any
Right.
claim.
Right.
Yes.
We're thinking about putting an alley or a street down there.
We would have to ask,
Is
yeah.
that okay?
yeah, at least
Because-
on this one part, it's not fenced off. I mean, it's not, there's no fence at the entrance.
Does Geronimo, does,
there's no fence right
does
here.
any, besides parking her food truck there, does she use that as a driveway or anything
Yeah.
like that?
Yes,
That is her driveway?
because
It looks
her
like
house.
it is used as a driveway to some extent
Right.
because,
her house, she has to come in that way to get it.
Yeah, she's
Or
not
she
parking
goes
on
in
the
right
street.
back there, right?
Okay, so
Right back there.
she is using it.
she is using it
As-
as,
as,
see, you
go
can
over
see.
and See where she
Yeah.
goes in over there in the
Okay.
driveway? So this whole thing is her access.
She's using it as a road.
She's using it as access
Right.
to
It's access.
At
her
one
residence.
time, she used it as a restaurant.
Yeah, so,
And that was a whole stipulation when we were looking at Summit Street, Guadalupe Street, Summit Street,
Summit.
was, the Zslofs use that as access to their home. The other, it's Guadalupe and then Summit,
yeah,
right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But the other
it's
one-
Summit, yeah,
Right.
Summit is the one, closer to the town hall. That one, nobody was using that as access to their home. There.
Occasionally,
some-
right?
They were using, no, it's got trees in it.
Oh, okay, that is.
They were, someone at one point was using it as, to pull their camper into the back. But it's not used as access to the home. But the Zslofs, that is their access to their home, so that's a completely different thing. This is Edna's access to her
Yeah.
residence.
Okay, so we don't have plans for it, but it is,
It is, it's not something that we could, deed, quit claim or whatever, deed to us because somebody
she
is,
needs to claim that, or else.
well, it's a street.
Well, it's on Paper Street,
It's a paper street.
right? So,
Which means that if it's on the plat of 1875 as a street and it's sitting there right now, we own it.
okay,
We could say we own it.
We could.
We have in some instances said, well, but if somebody's utilizing it, then
Well-
we gonna cede it to them.
she's utilizing it.
Yeah.
That's my point.
Right.
I mean, she's utilizing it, and I don't wanna build a street there,
Yeah.
but, I mean, it doesn't matter to me really. Dollar General can obtain it, I guess that's fine. But she's using it, so she'd probably like to keep using it, I would think. If they ever sell that property, it'd be nice to have access to the house besides having to put in a new driveway entrance off of 2438 to their yard, which,
We could say, but I don't know if it's correct, but we could say and argue, okay, that's open, that's a right of way. The public still has a right
Yeah.
to access that
You know,
section of
and
the road, 'cause it's not
improving a
fenced
street
off.
doesn't necessarily mean paving it.
Right.
I've been in towns
know.
where that, it's just gravel roads with,
Yeah.
with street signs
Yes.
on it, so it doesn't mean that we have to pave it.
okay,
And that's why I want to, but I think we should be careful about what we say we are, because someone, if we do say, no, that's a street, and we don't utilize it right now, and we're not gonna improve it, but if we tell them that's a public street, we recognize everybody's right of way, the public can access and go down that road. Once we do that, then Dollar General might come in, or anyone else in the future, and say, well, I want you to improve it. My trucks are coming in right there, and that's where they're offloading at the dock. So I want that street, that's a public street, you need to improve it, and get it set to where a big truck, a Bobcat truck carrying food service and would.
well, they can want in one hand and wish in the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like me asking the county commissioner, would you pave in
Yeah.
front of my house?
Yeah.
I don't know whether they're gonna do it or not.
I know,
And we
it's,
don't have to.
I mean, it's been improved to some extent. I can see there's gravel been put down at least once or twice.
Yeah.
Or at least the grass is worn away to where the gravel's
Got a little
showing.
asphalt at least partway into it.
So, yeah. And it curves around to where she parks, I guess.
Yeah.
So, I would say Geronimo is, do we have plans for it? We don't have plans for it to do anything with it right now, but it is a public right-of-way, public street.
I wouldn't even call it really a paper street.
No, because it's
I-
being used as a street.
It is at least up to a certain point, it is
Yeah.
a roadway.
Yeah. That's the best we can do, I think.
Yeah, I mean, at this curve here, at this point, it's paper.
And it doesn't, no, it doesn't go all the way across like it is on the map in usage,
I
right?
think there's a fence line at the back of there that is kind of cutting right across the paper street.
Who is that street, who's encroaching on our Geronimo Street right of way besides? No one really, but there's a fence that's blocking it.
Well.
Yeah, it's this
well,
fence right
now-
here.
Yeah.
Right
Okay.
now, Dollar General's encroaching.
I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah, they are,
A little piece of our,
Yeah.
our street.
Yeah,
yeah.
It appears from this.
yeah.
through-
I think we
It's
could,
interesting, it
I
looks
think-
like right where that street is, the,
And the reason they're
Rather-
encroaching is because
it's like the
Kay
line
claimed
is
it.
here.
Yeah.
and
And then it
fenced
bumps
it.
down
Yep.
where that fence line is.
and I'd be willing to say, okay.
Isn't that kind of strange?
And what was that, say that again, I'm sorry.
Well, I guess the street is supposed to, they're encroaching here.
Yes.
But then there's this fence line, and then it looks like these properties go all the way to the.
Well, you know what?
Move
You
down a
know
little
what?
bit.
Okay.
Also, I don't know where these live.
So I have to turn
uh,
around.
Yeah, it's easier to work,
Yeah,
face it.
yeah.
What's the right of way distance? Well, maybe it's not to that fence. Maybe it's to that blue line.
Yes, that's a good question.
There we go. Now,
And I don't know, unless I survey it, but I think because this fence was built, right, both these fences, this fence was built here, this fence was built across here, that is where the original street was,
Except for one
between
thing.
the two.
Let me throw this
I don't know
let me
that.
throw this at you. You see where the property's line, underneath it, the property line is laid out?
Yes.
And you see where the fence has been put. Well, the fence is not perpendicular, is not,
You're talking
No.
about
not,
here?
yeah, that property line is straight as an arrow, correct?
Yes,
And so is that fence, but the fence is at an angle.
yeah.
that's right.
So, is the property line survey correct, and they just laid the fence in correctly?
I don't think there's a
Or-
survey out there that exists that's
I know.
100%
But
correct.
that's what it's like, oh, I have it on Gandersley Road. It looks like the property line is where the survey said it was. I've got a neighbor who laid his fence line outside that property line into the right of way. And I said, how do you do that? He said, I told Janet, I said, well, if we ever need to, we have to replace it, we're gonna move our fence out where his is. I said, yeah, I don't know, I don't care.
Well, that's up on the highway, so then, I mean, you're talking about
Gandersley.
moving up on the Gandersley.
Yeah, it's moved
County
toward,
Road.
it's moved towards, yeah. He moved his fence outside the property line towards the road. So like, my fence ends here and his would have, but he decided he wanted another
Little bit
few
more.
feet, yeah.
Well,
So
then he's at risk. He's at risk because
Yeah.
if the county comes, they might come along and say, I'm taking all of my property, so you gotta put your fence back.
Yeah.
Even though it's
So
been there
this,
for 40
this
years?
just shows,
Yes.
Because
Well,
they
it shows
can-
it
they
much
can.
better on my
And they probably won't.
screen.
They probably-
Because they
can
did
see
the same
colors.
thing along the Lavoies, or no, they
look,
did it,
you can
they
see
did it
colors
right
on
on
my screen.
our property,
Yeah.
the city
You can
hall.
see where
Yeah.
it says Geronimo
They
Street.
moved, they moved it over and,
To-
didn't they? And
to
And
avoid
you
that
can see where
tree.
this is
Lavoie
white.
Yeah.
Wow.
And backed off from us.
Mhm.
And
Thought that would
so
help.
the county
Maybe not.
probably does not want to argue about any of them.
Probably not. I was thinking I could move my fence, and it'd be a lot easier than having to cut all that brush. Where the fence is.
Yes. Well,
Anyways. So we're gonna call
But I think
Geronimo our
the-
street, and does it go all the way across
No.
Market? Is there a street there? Is there an
This
op-
is Geronimo
Uh-huh.
Street,
Does it go,
and
is there?
this is Market Street,
Does any,
right here.
does any trace of Geronimo exist?
Yes,
To the
right here.
west? No, to
Oh,
the
no,
west.
no, it does not.
It's all enclosed,
It's all in-
long-lived.
Yeah, it's all
on-
pastures.
Yeah.
Where does it stop then?
well, there's a fence.
It stops
On
right here.
Market? No, on
It
Market.
stops at Edna's.
Does it stop on it at Edna's?
There's a fence before it gets to
Okay.
Edna's.
I think
I wonder if we,
that fence up there at the end, that goes all the way past Edna's and all the way past Dollar
Yeah.
General up to the
Yeah.
highway.
Okay.
And,
Well, it sounds like it'd be really easy if Edna would just claim that piece. I don't know.
Well, it seems to me that what we tell them is that, we don't have any present plans to,
Do anything
to
more than
develop
what it
that,
is. Yeah.
To develop that street, but that street has been used in the past
Mhm.
for, not for public access, but for a private access by Edna.
Mhm.
And she has used it, so we don't plan to go in and make that a public street for everybody. But if you guys think your property actually does come down over 5 or 6 feet
We
of that
think.
Geronimo Street.
We think it does?
And,
So,
and
yeah,
so
you can
we-
see the
we-
fence
We
lines
would be
here.
consistent if we say, we're gonna recognize all of Edna's property rights, or whatever she claims, or
Mhm.
whatever fences, but we do the same thing for Dollar General. You get the street right in the middle of your lot, because we're not making a claim for it,
Mhm.
and we're not making a claim to, but we don't tell anybody what they can access through, who can go,
yeah, this,
the public, right?
yeah,
right
this
through you.
alleyway,
But you
That
guys,
alley-
Dollar
that
General-
alley is definitely paper.
See, now, they're doing the same thing, Dollar General now is
Mhm.
doing the same thing that people have done for 100
Yes.
years in Kingsbury.
Yes.
They just draw their deed and do it right down at some point,
Yeah.
and then if it happens to go over a street or something, they claim this part, and we would never question their ownership of this little strip.
Did they ask about that alley? That,
I believe so, but
okay.
I didn't,
That's all right.
I don't recall that very much, because, yeah, I don't
Well,
recall.
whoever, they have to see it. They have to see it, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
And
there's,
it doesn't have
Yeah.
a tax ID number on it, does it? That lot, that alley.
no, that is definitely a paper, because the house is
Uh-huh.
sitting
There's
on
an
it.
appraisal district
Here's the-
designation
Yeah,
for it.
here's the appraisal district.
And so.
So
what
it's
they
this,
bought-
an extension of this
they bought-
alley.
But no, there's the
They
alley.
bought.
Yeah,
they
there,
bought
well,
two-
that's alley, but this is the property we're talking
Oh,
about.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not on there. Okay. The
Yeah.
appraisal district made it one plat.
Yes, that's just the appraisal.
And apparently Dollar General bought 28888.
28896.
882, and they.
No.
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 Just
They only bought
28896.
28896. This is 2438 right here.
I'm sorry.
Okay, that's Gino's, yeah.
But to the south of
know,
where
it's-
Pointer is,
Okay.
that's
On my
Geronimo?
screen, it's showing up colors. On the overhead, it is not,
Yeah,
so. So yeah, this property right here is the only one
so you can see
that's-
Geronimo Street, labeled right there.
Right,
But it goes
Geronimo
all the way right
Street.
behind that property.
And this
8896.
alleyway right here goes through all the way over to here, I
But
believe.
it doesn't exist anywhere except right there
Yeah.
to the right of 2438. At least on the tax
See,
office.
it goes through over
Because it
here.
is a paper street.
Yeah.
It is a
So
paper
you
street.
can't recognize that. You don't see an alley. I mean, paper alley is there, but if you go past Dollar General's property,
Oh, there's
there's a fence and there's no.
Yeah, there's a house sitting right in
a
that
house
alley.
sitting on the alley.
Yeah. There's a house sitting right
I
in the
mean,
middle of the alley.
it was never
Yeah, it was
used as an
never-
alley, and it just became part of their property.
Yeah. So, I was looking to see, so yeah, the alley goes, basically the driveway was the alley.
Yeah, that's right.
Uh-huh.
The driveway was the alley,
The driveway was the
and
alley.
there's a fence right there next
Yeah,
to it.
and see, this was the alley
Uh-huh.
going through there.
Yeah,
And the driveway was the alley. And then these properties, that's, you could see a little bit of the fence line. That was
All
the
right.
alley right there.
well, it's not getting any public use. It's not getting any private, well, it's private use, but it's part of that.
Yeah.
Now, just south of that is, okay, move the picture up a little
This one?
bit. Yeah, slide it there. That's 7080, that's Edna's,
This is Edna's Drive.
Okay.
This is Edna's house. So this is,
and so we got a
The
60-foot
Bears
right of
shop.
way where her trailer, or
this is
that's where it was
Geronimo
parked.
Street.
Okay,
But that's just an RV sitting there.
yeah, I know.
So
And- but
is
it-
that all
and it-
Edna's around that, see how the Geronimo driveway kind
Yeah.
of bends
Yeah.
to the left?
That's Edna's.
That's, that goes in,
Edna
what is?
Faye, that's Melvin.
Oh,
That's Myron.
all right, wait, all right,
That's a
clear
house.
your
The
little
other
screen.
thing again?
28903 is
Picture.
Edna's. All right, and that Geronimo Street comes past her property and then it turns south.
Turns
Right
into
there.
her property.
What's on the other side of
Well,
her?
it looks like it goes
What's
up to some
29,
other things,
what's
too.
28904?
Melvin's. It's
Okay,
a
Can you
pasture.
go back to the Google Earth
Yeah.
picture?
all right.
Yeah, 'cause it
Yeah,
looks
it
like
does-
it's
where's that
also
building back
giving
there?
some access to this and
What's that, yeah.
these
Yeah.
Well, the
things.
building due south, there's a car parked there and it looks like a house back there. You
Yeah, I
see?
don't know
Yeah,
what that
right there.
is. A shop or?
Is it on,
I'm not
That's
sure.
Melvin's?
It's not a separate
Melvin's is
property?
to the-
No, Melvin's is here.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think Melvin's is on the other side.
It's
of the
right here.
fence. The fence is going
There's nothing.
right up there. and
Let me
that's
look at,
Here
let
we
me
go.
look at, where was
That's,
I at?
that's the road she uses to
Okay,
get to her
so
house.
this is, yeah.
She doesn't have access off
Yeah, you
2438.
can't tell
She
what
uses
else
that
is
as a
back
road.
there. This is Myron's.
What's that, right back there, yeah.
Yeah, there's, yeah, it's,
Is
let
it
me
a
see.
separate
more
property?
than one structure, I guess?
let's see. Oh, here we go. I was looking for one in the winter. Okay, there we go.
It's like a
Okay,
shed or a barn, kind of looking thing.
yeah. Yeah, so that's her house, and yeah, that looks like, there's a shed. And that looks like another shed of some sort. Yeah, so it's just sheds.
Okay.
Okay.
Either way, it's giving her access to various.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's using it as a street,
Yeah, to
and
these
whatever,
structures.
The question is, can Dollar General now use it as a street?
yeah,
That's what they.
but that's the
want now.
street they've got.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's,
It
Yeah.
is, it is a street. I
It
mean,
is, it could just as well be access to the property to the north as
Uh-huh.
it is to the south.
Mhm.
Can you
And
believe
to
I sold
the far west end of it,
my
it
sippy
actually
cup?
goes through, but,
That's mine.
you know, if nobody complains, you just stop the road right there and put a gate and access your property. I don't care. Okay,
All right, God, well, I
So,
think we've cleared up a lot
Geronimo
here.
is
I
an
mean,
existing street.
Geronimo is an existing street. There. It is unpaved this way.
Yeah.
So they got.
But we don't have any
Huh?
desire to
We answered that
continue.
one.
I think we did.
Now we want
I think
Market
we did.
Street.
Now, Market
Market Street,
Street
yeah.
is completely.
It's on that fence line right there, right?
Market Street is right there.
Okay.
So that would be right here along this fence.
It is?
Yes.
Yes.
And I have looked at
Okay.
the other end.
And half of that Market Street is to this side of the
Uh-huh.
fence. And half of it is on the other side of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you go down to,
So I don't think there's any access there on that side. Well, they've got a little piece.
if you
but-
go down to, what is this? Not, is
They've
this
got a
Caldwell?
little
This
piece
isn't
if they go to
Caldwell,
the
is it?
fence.
Yeah, Caldwell. If you go down to Caldwell, this right here is Market Street. Okay.
Where's
so
there?
That is Market Street.
Okay, let's
So
go.
this
Can we
is-
go up Market Street to the end of it? No.
Well,
go up.
this is, and so this is Market Street
Oh, it's
going
going
to
north?
Dollar General.
Okay.
So.
Can we, we can't follow
Okay,
that.
so this right here,
Uh-huh.
we are looking,
Take me
we're
down to
looking
where
right here.
Market is paved. Okay.
yeah, Market Street is paved right
there.
here.
And then there's a little zigzag, and that's something. It does a zigzag.
Well, I guess it's just the way it's been fenced.
Yeah, because because nobody was using it. All right, so follow the fence line up north, and we come to
Yeah.
90. Okay.
So here is Geronimo Street, here is Market Street,
So
essentially.
Oh, wait. Wait.
It's just he's got it.
Yes, but, okay.
Yeah, I
that's
guess
Geronimo right there,
This is Geronimo Street.
and it would go all the way to Market.
It would go,
But
yeah, it
where
would
that-
go all the way
it's
to
where
Market
that-
and
no, you just went
actually
past-
through.
Yeah, but no, let's stop at the fence line.
And
because
yes.
that's where
and
their
this
property
is
ends,
Market
too.
Street,
That's where Dollar
essentially.
General
Yeah.
plat would end.
But their plat doesn't go all the way to the fence.
Let's see, where does the plat go to?
It goes to,
It
Yeah.
doesn't go all the way to the fence.
No, it doesn't.
no.
But
The property line.
you know what? It doesn't. But
No.
if you're looking at what historically has been used as where the fences are, that to the fence would be considered part of that property by whoever's living there, or whoever owns it now. I think, wouldn't it?
What, and
But
so
they would
it
have-
would,
they would
yeah.
need
I
to-
would have thought that
So it would also
they
include the property on the other side.
Include a description of that land all the way up to that fence. I assumed that when I looked at it the other day.
But it doesn't?
But it doesn't on this, on their on Dollar General's drawing, what they acquired from her.
Yeah.
Does not go up to that fence.
But you saw the deed though?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you
seen
have-
it.
okay, I thought
I'm
you-
just talking about,
Yeah.
I'm looking at the.
Right.
at
We have the
where they-
deed on file because they are part of the city limits, so we did do I can bring it up. Want to bring it up?
Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause
So
it's
it'd be nice if it went to the fence.
Because otherwise Dollar
It'd
General
be-
has an advantage over us because they know more about, we
What
don't
they're-
know what that deed says. And
They know what
do.
they bought.
Yeah, they know what they bought. So if they say, what did I buy? I'm gonna, well, you bet, you show me your deed, and I'll tell you what you.
Yeah. All of Block 33 in the town of Kingsbury, according to plat of said town, from the estate of T. Pierce to the railroad, dated 1895. So it wasn't when it was laid out, because it was laid out in 1875. So I guess they bought it from the railroad in 1895.
yes,
And recorded in
yes.
Book 9 of the Deed of Records of Guadalupe County, Texas.
Under the same property described under second in deed from
What
the
does that
estate
mean?
of T.W. Pierce to the Galveston, so this is a deed they're talking about.
T. Pierce was the
It was-
railway agent.
Yeah, and so he deeded it to the Galveston, Harrisburg, and San Antonio Railway on a deed dated July 6, 1895, and recorded in Book 9 in the records of Guadalupe County. So her deed, is this the deed 2K that we're looking at? This is, she had all of Block 30, or is this the Bayer?
This is the meets and bounds of that
This is the
property.
deed that she gave us
Let
when
me see.
we incorporated or annexed
Yeah.
her property. So, so she probably would have done a deed to Dollar General that says all of lot 33. But I saw a reference to
I can pull it.
the people, Dollar General sent that to you saying it's lots 1 through 26, block 33. Kay's deed says all of block 33. And,
Oh, without seeing it, I'm assuming that since it was 1895, when it was written, that alley was laid out, and that's where the property,
it
that's
was.
where the
It
property
should
did
have
not
been,
encroach
because
on the
that was
alley.
1875 or
Yeah.
76,
Mm-hmm.
when they recorded that.
And the
plat.
alley was there, and so when they
It was
surveyed it,
there.
it would have stopped at the right of way.
Yes.
So that's a paper street that, it's kind of like, say, up for grabs, but it should be.
I think it would be worthwhile, I don't know what it will cost, but we should probably go over to the county clerk's office and just tell them, I want a certified copy of that plat, 1875, and then, and
Yeah,
that
I've
plat
taken
is
pictures
probably,
of it.
it's a big, it's in a big
It's actually
book.
on the wrong page, but you can find it.
You can
Okay.
find it,
Yeah.
okay. Well, we should get a certified copy of it, because that'll answer
See,
a
I
lot of
have,
questions.
it's on my deed,
Right.
because mine is part of the original
Correct.
1875.
Right, yes.
So my deed for the,
That's
across the
correct.
tracks has
Yes.
that, yeah.
But I think it would be interesting for us to have the whole plat.
Yeah.
Because it's.
They won't
it's
let you take it out, so you can get a picture, but it's a black and white.
Yes.
It's not the, like,
That's okay.
But
it doesn't
they-
look-
They should
yeah.
allow us.
and you can get a
to
picture of that,
have
and you can
have
get a copy of that, a certified.
Reproduction company come in and and I used to do it in the 70s and the 80s in the Bear County Courthouse in Webb County. I would go in and say, I want the whole plat, and it's on a book this big. And so it's a big piece of paper that big, and I want a copy of the whole thing. They should be able to give it to us. Now,
Yeah.
they may say, no, not nowadays, because everything's electronic, and nobody takes this paper out, and nobody can come copy this paper. But you used to be able to, and that's what public records are for.
We should be able to
You should
copy
be
it.
able to copy it.
We should be able to copy it,
Right.
some form or fashion,
Yes.
and make it electronic, okay?
Yes,
That's what
that's
we do.
right.
Yeah, you can,
That's what we
you can
want.
get it.
Okay, well, we should do that. And the reason we should is because I hear this all the time, and Dennis and everyone else in Lavoy all says, their surveys were wrong, everything is off.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when we try to do it, modern surveyors cannot retrack exactly the way they did it. Well, if we look at that plat, I want to know, does that plat in 1875 show the dimensions of
Yeah.
each lot and the size of each lot? It should, and if so, they should be able, a modern guy goes,
Yeah.
surveyor goes, and he goes to a point of reference, and then he can draw
From
it
every- exactly
exactly like it was done in
By
1875.
the numbers they wrote down, by the
And,
feet.
but it could be that somebody just drew a rough copy and they didn't have dimensions on that 1870. That's why I would like to look at it.
Yeah,
Portrait.
And see.
they would need to find a copy that does have
Oh,
dimensions
it's favorite.
somewhere.
Well, if it ever existed.
If it, yeah,
That's what
that's
I-
true.
Select.
As it's possible, and I'm not pointing fingers at the railroad or
No,
anybody,
no.
but it's possible that when the heyday, they're building a railroad, and then there's secondary adjunct, part of that is, we got to develop and sell all this land that we just got, and so they had surveyors going everywhere.
Yeah.
And who knows, they might have hired all the surveyors in 3 counties, and some of them knew what they were doing, and some of them didn't.
Yeah.
No.
Or it might have been somebody in a wagon pull up and say, I just finished a survey, got some steaks left over, I can do that for you.
That's right, that's right.
Right?
That's right. And-
All right.
Yeah.
And then nobody could copy what that guy did.
No.
Because he and his mule were both drunk.
That's right.
I don't mean to
I like
cast
that.
aspersions on
Oh,
anybody.
no.
But if it was 200 years ago, then I
That's very,
could talk
yeah,
about it
that's
being
right.
drunk with his mule.
Okay, so here we go.
That's what they say about the streets in downtown San Antonio that go around the San Antonio River.
Side of the
They
tracks.
always, everybody says, why is it that Broadway goes this and then this one doesn't? Because the surveyors were just drunk and their mule was drunk too.
The
Right.
mule was drunk too. Let's see, flip it. How do I flip
Yeah,
it?
go to edit, or, well, go down to it, yeah.
Oh, is that our
Which,
plat?
yeah, this is our plat. So, what does that say? Railway Reserve. Okay, so
Market.
there's Geronimo, there's Post Office Street, Center. Center is 2438.
Okay,
So,
okay.
there
They show
is
and
the
they show
original,
Market Street. Okay.
and with the alley.
Yeah.
So that is this is the December 21st, I believe. December 20th, 1875.
Okay, so the streets, the plats were laid out 90-degree angles through those streets. I mean, they're all parallel and 90 degrees. So
And Geronimo
fences
goes
that don't line
farther
up with
than
the right of
yeah.
way or that veer off, property lines that veer off of the layout.
Yeah,
Oh,
so-
go.
It doesn't appear
Move-
that there are dimensions.
No, move up. I want to move up to move south.
That's why nobody.
See where Market
Ah.
Street ends, where it's
There's
it's
Caldwell.
paved right here on the south side, but not on the north side.
Yeah, so right
there?
now, yeah, this is
Okay.
paved
And see, it doesn't do
right
that
now.
little jog over.
Yeah,
It doesn't do that jog over like in
No.
reality shows.
yeah, well, it's just because that's where fences have been
I
put.
know. I was saying it. Yeah.
Yeah, there
But
is
the
no,
property-
there's
the
no
property,
jig
the
jog
property
in the-
lines should line up. Should.
Yeah, and
but
even
the
has
s-
West Street
But it
over
can't
here.
if the property lines can't line up if the street moves over.
West Street right now doesn't exist at all.
Just
It
on the
only
top.
exists on the north side of the tracks.
Yeah, and it's just off the top of my head, again, you're looking at it, it comes all the way straight up. I still think that Kay's lot
McNutt Street.
goes halfway across that old Market Street, and the people to the west, their lot comes up, and they, their properties, not the lots, but their property is halfway across that old.
I'd be fine with that. That's justice. That's just.
Yeah, yeah.
That's just.
And it's the way it's been. It's
Yeah.
the way we should recognize it.
Yeah.
Let people's property rights.
Yeah.
Just,
Yeah.
So, but we can't say split market in the middle because the property lines don't follow market anymore, or market doesn't follow the property
yeah,
lines
the
anymore.
fence lines seem to be going down the middle.
They sort of,
know.
but they're not. They're.
Yeah, not
They're-
exactly. They're not
yeah, no,
exactly
they're-
following.
so this one should say.
They were never
somewhere.
laid out with a surveyor or.
This is block 33.
Yeah, this is
Uh-huh.
the block we're talking about.
Okay.
So this was done before that deed was written. This is 1875. That meets and bounds was 1895.
So the alley can disappear, and as soon as it's replatted, the alley will become part of that one plat.
Mm-hmm.
So that they can adjust their appraisal
Mm-hmm.
for that to include it if it hadn't already.
Mm-hmm.
And Market Street, Geronimo's the street. We're gonna keep it.
I
right?
think so.
Yes, yeah, like, and the appraisal district told me when we were arguing on property on Summit, between Guadalupe and Summit.
Right.
And said, well, we own all the way, we bought a lot back over here on the other side. So we got a lot going now, all the way through. We own the whole thing, and the appraisal district says, no, you don't, because there's an alley between it. And we say, well, that's a paper alley. It's been 100 years, and they said, doesn't matter. It's, we don't tax you on the street portion. And then they actually at the end said, if you want to go do something about it, and this is not the place to do it in the appraisal district, but if you want to go into the district court, we can tell you from our appraisal district computer that, and they drew a line, they just drew a line around the alley, and the machine, the computer came up and said, that's 0.505 acres. So they said, you have to describe that 0.505. But if you want to know, that's what we're going to tax each of those people. If they acquire that alley, then we're going to tax them for 0.505 divided by the 8 people, or something. You know.
Okay.
That's the way the appraisal district looks at it. And they still say those are public alleys,
Okay.
even if they're paper streets and paper. The appraisal district calls it the public. It belongs to the
See,
city
this
of
is,
Kingsbury.
this is town hall right here.
So,
Sort of, San Marcos. Lot 11.
so Geronimo stays a public street, public road. The 60-foot right of way is gonna be kind of iffy because, I don't,
60 or 30?
I think it said 60. Because the fence lines, I don't think follow, the property lines don't follow the right of way line.
Right.
Exactly, but neither does it on Market Street.
Mm.
Market Street, though, is not a public road. It's no longer, it hasn't been used for public road, and it could be, but just that piece. It's-
So,
you know,
what
where
are
the fence
our-
is where the property ends, basically. But it's not, it's still
Yeah.
public. I mean, it's still.
It's so hard with the fences because they were just put in, probably eyeballed,
Yeah.
many years ago from this
Right.
tree to this tree. So, what is our next step as far as the platting? Is like what you said, is that we go back to Reese Engineering, is it Reese? No, Barry
Barry.
Engineering, and
Yes.
say, tell me what to say.
Draw up, well, get my email out.
I have your email
Do you
out.
have my email?
I do.
And I think I've got it in writing here, but, because I can't remember what I said.
I have your email.
You would ask me to try to remember something. And, so,
Oop, I don't want that.
I don't know what
This is, do you have this on camera or anything?
No.
Okay. Because it does say this. So, this, Sam?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Yeah, that's right. So I think you, yeah, this is where you start. Tell them, submit a formal written request to the city.
Okay.
For a replat of the area with an engineered drawing containing a survey of the land, including boundaries, topographical features, I don't think there's gonna be any, but elevations, easements for utilities, crystal clear and GVEC, and access easements for ingress and egress, and parking and setback lines. Those are just things I'm thinking of, and they may not all apply, but you ask them for
Yeah.
that. And then they say, yeah, but we're not gonna have much topographical features. Okay, it's small enough, it doesn't matter. Well, we don't know where the crystal clear easements are. Well.
You need to
okay.
find out.
Well, they're changing,
But-
Yeah.
I guess, since they're running this
But anyway,
pipeline.
this is what they should do, and parking is setback. And then I made the point, so that part is the directive to them, and then this is for you. Keep in mind, we're telling them the same thing. They know that this needs to
Right.
be in a recordable format, and so it's gonna have signatures by the owner and our mayor, must be acknowledged by notary public, on the document itself, and that's my.
Well,
comment.
is it essentially this?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it essentially this?
Yeah,
Well, that's what they've submitted
it's
to us.
This up here on the paper, but then a little part of it is gonna be your old 1875 plat. They're gonna have a section of that down at the bottom where they draw this
Oops, I'm sorry.
over it. And they show, this is where we're vacating block 33, and we're replacing it with, I don't know if we wanna, I think, since it's, you're our city, you tell them, you can call it, Lot 1 Dollar General, or block. They bought the whole block.
Yeah.
So, but you could call it, Dollar General Block A.
Mm-hmm.
But, so you name it whatever you want, but that's what this part's gonna be, and then, they'll have this is replat, and it says new plat, that's their blue lines. And then on the bottom, it's gonna say vacating plat, and that's the old 1875 block 33 down there. And it says that's vacated, there is no more block 33 in the city of Kingsbury. There is now a new, block, well, you could call it a new block 33. Vacating, but then the reason I think you should rename it or renumber it is so that it doesn't get confused with which block 33 are you talking about,
Right.
1875? Because title company and title examiners, they worry about stuff like that. Wait a minute, is it a clear enough description? And so that's what the plat that they're gonna give you looks like. And they know this. I think we don't even have to tell them that. You can, you could just go, you could come back and say, well, just send us your replat.
Yeah.
If you want the property replat, send it to us and we'll look at it to see
Okay.
if that passes muster.
And then we may have questions or may have
Yeah.
objections, so.
Yes, because that's when we're going to, and that's when I think you're either gonna sit down and act like engineers, or you're gonna sit with an engineer and say, should we be looking at here? Before the mayor approves this and signs this plat, replat, what should we be looking at? Is there something that they're missing as far as drainage or elevations, or do they have, and it does make sense for their access to come in off from 2438 because there's not as much traffic as US 90, I would think, although, yeah, because all the concrete
More,
trucks
yeah.
going down. So that makes sense, but that's what we're approving is where they're gonna be accessing. Does it create a safety or traffic issue for us as a city? And then otherwise, we just approve it.
Okay.
There's One thing about,
Remember my part at the bottom though, it'll probably cost $400 just to record it over
Yeah.
here at County Clerk.
Yeah.
And it probably cost you $1,700 just to have an engineer look at it and bless it and approve it. So we need to think about that when we tell them, you guys need to pay whatever. We're not paying for this out of our taxpayers' money. That money needs to come from you guys. You're the developer.
the only concern that I can think of topographically, is that lot's gonna be paved. So it's not gonna absorb rainwater, it's gonna run off. Where it runs off to is, I don't know what kind of effect
Yeah.
it might have. Depends which way, you know.
Well,
And,
and there's
that-
another
that-
consideration too. They've contacted David Larison regarding like fire codes And then they also contacted me regarding fire codes. And I said that currently in the city of Kingsbury, we don't have fire code restrictions, you know. We do take input from the Kingsbury Volunteer Fire Department and Chief David Larison. But then I was looking at commercial fire codes. There's not much to it, basically, you know. So that may be something that we need to,
And it could be that we could create a fire code. We could take the Guadalupe County fire code and just copy and replace Guadalupe County with City of Kingsbury and adopt that. That's our fire code then.
yeah.
But
But then if we have that, are we required to actually inspect it and verify it and, you know,
probably. And
be
so-
knowledgeable about
so
what the heck
right
we're
now,
doing?
that's left up to the county and maybe
No,
we don't.
in the
get
city
it.
limits.
The county won't do it?
Yeah, the
if it's in
county
city
does
limits?
not have jurisdiction
Can we
in
give
the
them
city of,
jurisdiction? We can't.
we
You don't want to do
can.
that.
but I'm not sure that we want to.
No.
Right,
They're with their volunteer fire department.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but we just follow the KVFD and we approve whatever they approve.
That's kind of what
That's what
I,
our fire code is.
yeah, that's kind of what I said,
Yeah.
where do I have
Yeah.
that?
And David's.
Because it was an email.
David's got some
Sure.
policies
Yeah,
and stuff,
yeah.
I think. But, and like, you were asking, you said something about,
What are these? These are old.
access, was it, or? Oh, the water. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a very good point. When they paved
Oh,
that.
drainage.
And then the water is going to come off, some of it onto Highway 90. That's why the Highway Department has a right to look at this and approve
Yeah.
it. They're the ones. So, and then the water's gonna run off onto 2438. And then the other water's gonna run off onto
To our-
Edna.
our Geronimo
And then-
Road.
And then it's gonna run off onto Melvin's property behind,
Market Road.
to the west.
Market Road, yeah.
And so that's why they would be well advised, and we should look for in our approval of the plat, we want to see, are you showing that that water is collected on a curb on the side of your, they've got a septic area.
I was gonna say, half of their lot looks like it's gonna
It's
be
all
used for
septic.
that septic field.
Right. So
there
it might
won't
be
any
that
pavement
it's
on that.
not going to be as big an
So it'll be
impact.
90 and 2438, and still potentially Geronimo
But we want to know,
Road.
in your plat, what are you doing with the water?
Yeah.
So that we see what it goes to.
The
and-
drainage one,
Yes.
the-
Yeah,
yes.
runoff,
Yeah. Where's your drainage?
drainage, runoff.
Because otherwise, then,
If it's curved all the way around, then if the whole thing is curved,
Right.
then they'll direct it wherever it directs us, you know.
Here it is. Who would be the best contact for the city? And I just said, we have this Wednesday. There were no fire code requirements, although we take input from the fire chief or something we're working on as an ordinance. I like,
Yeah.
once this came up, I'm like, well, we need
Yeah.
to think about that.
that's
Yeah.
right.
But we don't have that in place yet.
Volunteer fire department sounds good to me.
Yeah.
So his question was just, who do we talk to about this
Yes.
stuff?
For fire requirements. And I looked at, I'd like, just like commercial fire requirements. Or municipal, right? And it was like, there was like 4. It was like, have some fire extinguishers, alarms and sprinklers if you're, one I saw was like, if you're over certain sprinklers, if you're over certain, like 6,000 square feet or something like that.
It sounds good to me, but
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think, I know Guadalupe County's fire code is not that short and simple.
No.
Well,
no.
yeah.
And,
But this could
We
be
could say-
a start.
and we could start with it as simple and say, you just get David to approve it. and he's the one that, like fire extinguishers, yeah, that's, they come in to inspect that, so.
Yeah.
I think we probably need to
inspected mine
talk
before.
we should probably talk to David about
Yeah.
that some more. David, we think that there should be requirements, and if we had a fire department in the city, we would have a fire code and do that. But you're it. And
Yeah.
so would you do inspections to see if they have, and those are annual inspections on fire extinguishers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then if he could see if he wants to do it, and if he would, and what the cost would be. But then we would have to put it into our fire code that way, and it's inspected by the KVFD, and you pay whatever their fees are for
Yeah.
inspections.
Yeah.
Give
So
David-
anyway,
has-
it just didn't seem too complicated. It's basically emergency doors are not blocked. You have fire extinguishers, kind of.
Yeah.
Have you talked to David at all about this yet?
Yeah.
And,
Oh, well, he came to me and said, hey, they contacted me.
Okay.
And I said,
and so is he up to it?
we didn't go into
Okay.
that.
All right.
depth.
Well, you might, just like Sam said.
Yeah.
If there's gonna be an annual fee for inspections and stuff, that
Yeah.
he feels it should be done, then
Yeah.
come up with a price and let him
Yeah.
know. On
Um,
the fire department.
And
Yeah.
it's like everything else. Everything
but
else
if we have it for this, then we need to have it for,
everybody.
yeah,
That's-
all
that was-
commercial.
Yeah, that's what I was just
Yeah.
gonna make that point.
Right.
That's right.
Every time we think about growing, we have to think, are we being consistent, and are we gonna do the
right.
same
Yes,
thing
sir.
for everybody?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Including those old buildings.
Yeah, including all the old buildings.
I have
across here.
exit signs, I have.
David may not, David
Fire
may not wanna
extinguishers.
go in there
I have
and
fire
inspect.
extinguishers and exit signs. I don't have exit signs in the dance hall.
Fire alarms
I
and
do.
sprinklers.
I do have, but now, the one I saw, this is just a Google,
Yeah.
but the one I saw before said, fire alarms and sprinklers if it's over 6,000 square feet.
There you go. Okay. That sounds good.
Yeah. On top of this, we got from Freeze Miser. Freeze Miser, Freeze Miser got sold to some
Corporate. something.
California company or something, and Freeze.
But they're not in our city limits, are they?
No, they are not. So they were asking about planning and zoning though.
Yes.
And then something else.
We're working on
Must be my other,
that. Matter of fact, we're working on that right now.
yeah. So, but it was a lot of questions mostly about, it seemed like it was mostly zoning. You saw it, didn't you?
I was wondering if they were gonna stay here in Kingsbury or gonna move it all out.
Oh yeah, here we go. We got a freedom of information request from Freeze Master. Bigger. Zoning district, legal complaint using with pertinent zoning, parking regulations, per zoning, current outstanding zoning code violations, building code violations, are they fire code violations? So that kind of goes into what we were talking
Frequency
about.
of inspections performed.
Oh, life-saving insurance. Okay, so yeah, this came along into the same kind of topic. Okay. Have we beat this horse pretty good?
Yeah, just the one, and I think this is part of what we've already discussed, but I think when you talk to David, we should ask him,
Yeah.
David, would you, we think we've got a 6-point fire code, but it's very simple, but would you
Yeah.
come up with a fire code for us? Or would you what do you think we need to look at as far as that fire code? And so we're gonna be looking in particular at this new Dollar General, but with an eye toward this, whatever this code is, it's gonna be applied across the board. And,
Can we
what
apply,
does it-
yeah, and
yeah.
can we apply that in our HHA?
yeah, and I think we can.
Well, but again, freeze misers and Seguin HHA.
Right. So if something goes wrong, we can always use that as a defense.
Yeah.
That's Seguin's ETJ.
Well, there
That's
you
what
go.
they claim,
We
but-
forget that
but,
that's
I hate to do that
Yeah.
because we've spent 15 years or
I
10
know.
years saying, Seguin, you can't come anywhere near here and, get your
Yeah.
paint off from our property.
But, well, it's, well, currently your property resides in the ETJ of Seguin.
Yeah.
Now, if you'd like to move it to Kingsbury, all you do is fill this petition.
Yeah.
And,
I wonder if they
it'll be
bought the
done.
property or just the business.
Sounds like they bought the property.
So they probably, what they often do is, they could have done it either way, but one way they do it sometimes is, I'll buy the business
Yeah.
from you and I'm gonna lease the real estate and so it stays with
Yeah.
Baker.
Because, I mean, if you look
He
at,
leases it to them.
at the appraisal district, you saw that the Dollar General property still shows the Bears as owners.
Yes, yes. So and there could have been a deed executed and closed on that transaction.
Yeah.
And it takes the appraisal district 3 or 4 months to update
Yeah.
their records with ownership. Or it could be that, so they already did a deed or they haven't done one yet. They could be under a contract. It could be
Yeah.
that, is just under a contract. And as long as all of these I's
happen.
get dotted, then you will be the new owner, Dollar General.
Yeah.
And
Well,
Dollar
let's
General,
see.
before I buy this property, I want to know my fire code, my
Yeah.
building code. my
Absolutely, absolutely. That's,
That's-
Oh, let me log.
So they're doing their due diligence right now, trying to comply with the contract.
Logging in. Okay. Wow, looks weird up there. Elaine, NCB, let's see if they are a grantor.
And anytime you want some help, I'd be glad to sit with you, but I don't think that's always a good idea. There's always lawyers only need to be where they need to be. And there's a lot of situations where you don't want the lawyers in there because it's just gonna make Reese Hall and everybody else more nervous. But that doesn't mean I'm not willing to help. I just don't want to make a situation worse. But if you need any fallback or,
Yeah,
I got
it hasn't been filed at this point. I
Right.
mean, this is an order by date,
Yes.
so this is not it.
so everything's still pending
Yeah.
on certain outcomes.
This is.
Different,
But
yeah.
this was in 2022. So,
There's a transfer, wasn't it?
yeah, but in 2022,
Oh, okay.
yeah. So there hasn't been anything filed with the county clerk, at least that has been recorded in the county yet.
What was this, would you go back down to that 22? This is, where it is, right here?
Uh-huh.
So that's grantor.
K is,
Elder K is the grantor.
Uh-huh.
And it goes to the grantee is, okay, that's her husband.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
And that's because it was separate property probably. And she has now deeded half of it over to her husband.
Yeah.
So that it isn't, they are both the owners. But that's
Yeah.
the last deed. of
Yeah.
that property.
I mean, we can pull it up, it'll cost you. But so, yeah, there is nothing recorded yet. Okay.
Definitely, in answer to your question, you also asked, should we, well, you already told him, no, we won't take the lead on the access and everything, but we would like to be involved in the
Mm-hmm. I said,
discussions.
I'm gonna be involved in.
Yeah, so you stay involved, and of course you can't not be involved.
Yeah.
As the mayor at this point, and
Well.
purchasing the city.
And then he did write to, there's an email chain from a bunch of other people, and he did say that we want to be involved in it. So forwarded me the email chain. So that's a good question. So I'm seeing a lot of this. I'm not putting it out there like, should I be, because I'm like, is it open records? Is
Yeah.
it, you know, so can I throw all this stuff up on the message board so that everybody has knowledge? I don't know. That's why I hadn't done anything.
That's what this is for, I think.
Right,
Okay.
Right, that, I don't think you put all that stuff up on the message.
That's why I hadn't.
Yeah, but.
But I didn't
you-
wanna
you
email
can-
it around
You
either.
can
No.
email,
Well-
yes, because you're not,
Yeah.
if she says, that's an announcement
Okay.
to her commissioners and to her staff, that she can say, I think you can, let's think this through. You can do an email to your fellow commissioners and to your staff. And it says, they've contacted, but this is not for public consumption yet, so
Right.
you just
Right.
advise us, I've been contacted, there's a meeting on such and such, and so this time, I want the clerk to prep something for that meeting, or I want the attorney to be there, or to tell me what to do, or to be with it. And then that way, Frank doesn't reply, and Shane doesn't reply, and he doesn't discuss, and they don't discuss anything with you about that until you had the meeting, and then you're coming back to report to your fellow commissioners at that time, okay, we had the meeting, and this is what they want to do, and now, do y'all
Okay.
approve?
And I wouldn't object if you put an attachment, a document of something you wanted us to see and be aware of,
Right.
be knowledgeable about before we show up.
Yes.
So, yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
As long
I'm not
as you-
gonna,
You're not
I'm not
discussing.
gonna, no.
I wanted to, that's why, one thing I wanted to ask
Yes,
while we're
yes,
here
that's a good
is,
question.
is how this fits in with, you know, open
And
meetings
that.
You
and,
know, and they have the same problem everywhere else, Staples and Seguin. But Seguin, it's a lot easier because they don't have any of this planning involved between the mayor and the councilman. It's just the planning department.
yeah,
And they've been given their marching orders, and then that's
Yeah,
why
and
they,
then they
after a
just-
while, we always say, that's why the damn city staff starts running the council, because
Absolutely.
the
Yeah.
council doesn't know anything until it's already been approved.
That's right.
Well,
Absolutely.
you know, that's the problem with this
Yeah.
public records laws. I mean, I'm all for this open
Open,
information
yes.
and everything else and transparency, but when they say you can't discuss until your agenda and notice 30 days or 5 days,
Right.
that makes your life more complicated. Now, if you had a planning department, you'd have a whole lot less to
Yeah.
discuss.
yeah.
Yeah.
And,
That's a good, I never really thought of it that way, but that is absolutely the case, yeah.
Can we take off our commissioner hats and have our planning department hats on and talk freely?
that's
Yeah.
right.
You know,
And,
it's-
and I won't know the difference, but I don't know which hat I'm wearing. But, yeah.
All right,
So action items, you have to email them asking
their plat,
what Sam was
Yes.
suggesting in that email.
yeah, I'll probably run it by
That's
Bob
fine.
first and then
Yes.
send it to them. And he had asked about it. I think you saw in the email that he had asked, and I said, we reviewed it in our city council. We have a platting meeting this Wednesday, and he just said, great, thanks for the update. So,
So I think that's the next thing then, is
Okay.
you send him that email that says, this is what you should do.
yeah,
Prep a
Yeah.
replat.
Yeah.
Prep your
Yeah.
replat, send it to us, and then we give him helpful suggestions as what we think it should be in there, but he already knows
Yeah.
what to put into that plat.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't, and he misses it, when we get it, we'll look at it, and then maybe we'll have a checklist. You guys still need 1, 2, 3, 4.
Mhm.
We didn't think this is complete. Oh,
We won't tell them that until after we see their plat.
that's right, that's right.
Right.
So we'll reply with an approval and say, well, we think what you've, I don't want to say fail, but you have some things that are missing that you, or wasn't done right.
There's some information we
But
need.
and so redo it.
Mhm.
Or if it's perfect and we look at it, well, it looks okay to me. I mean, what do we know?
Yeah.
Then we just
Yeah.
tell him it's approved.
Yeah.
And then, should I ask anything specifically about, because I don't think it's identified on any of that, about drainage?
Yes, I think you should, and that's why I think in the points I made in my
Did you have that
email,
in there?
didn't I,
Okay.
say something about,
Topography, maybe.
maybe it was just elevations and,
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
the,
that's wrong one.
let me see, it was,
Oh, no, God dang it, I keep, I see
well, you
Sam's
know what,
name.
I don't think I did say it, and
There
I
we
think
go.
we need to add that in, that they need to put drainage easements or drainage,
Oh, you have easements, but
yeah.
future flood, okay, and drainage,
There we
there you go.
Flood and
Okay.
drainage considerations.
Yep,
And that's what.
Thank you.
Okay, that's what that now go back up, this is what we should do in our review. Now, up above, it's where you're telling him what he needs to
Okay.
do, for
Here we go.
easements for
Survey,
utilities
boundaries,
and
topographical
accessing
feet, elevations,
parking setback, we probably should say,
whatever that
the
said.
topographical features and, or parentheses, elevations and drainage,
okay,
Yeah,
plan,
Yeah.
drainage design.
okay,
Yeah.
Or some, that's what you should add that in there.
Yeah.
Tell
Okay.
him That should be included.
okay.
And then he may come back and say, well, I don't know, we're just gonna let the water run off onto Highway 90.
I've
Might
been
be
trying to
okay.
think
That's
of what
okay with
the,
the
what the
state.
water situation is over there, but,
Yeah.
well,
It's-
it's usually it's a crystal clear leak there all the time.
yeah, there's a crystal
Yeah.
clear lake, yeah.
But I think they're gonna change that, I
Yeah.
think.
Well,
All
they
right.
had enough trucks over here with crystal clear that day that I saw, there was about 4 crystal clear
Yeah.
trucks right there on, what is it, Geronimo? Yeah, on Geronimo Street.
All right. Anything else while we're all here together?
We didn't have anything else posted for the workshop, did we?
No, it's all
I think
about
we got the
that.
tangents that we needed to
Yeah.
here also,
I
so.
feel really good about this, really do. Y'all are good people.
I do. I wish Shane could have been here, darn it. It was good.
Mhm.
We covered a lot. It's
Yes, ma'am.
good.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Good job, we'll keep going.
At this point, I guess we'll adjourn our workshop.
All right.
All right. Thanks,
Thank y'all.
everyone. Yay.
Thank you.